Okay, so we're out here today doing some testing for Norco. Colin came from the engineering team, and we are putting on a new rear end to the Norco Shore. This is a pretty exciting day for me because, I've been dreaming about maybe making a couple modifications to this bike to improve it, to make it a little bit better for big air and free riding. So this is a really special day. I'm super excited. And we're going to get on the bike, do some testing, and hopefully get it on the line and see how this new rear end reacts. And also, Colin's a suspension specialist too, so we're going to go through the suspension and get it absolutely dialed for what we're doing out here. We are working on the bike, and this is pretty exciting. We got two different bikes that we are working on today. And one, we're gonna run a dual crown setup. The other, we're gonna run single crown. I'm personally very excited for the single crown bike. I think this is gonna be like the bike once we get the jump style and stuff. So today, we're just gonna be hanging out. We got some dogs here. We got Colin here. And we're gonna put this thing together. But before we get started, before we show you what we go through while we're testing this bike, always be sure to smash the like button, smash the sub button, and check out the merch. I'm getting in the ramp. It's sitting so nice. Like the bike almost feels like it just feels like a slope style bike, but it's traveling at 60K, which is insane. And it almost feels like with that shorter rear end, like when I'm coming off the drop, it feels like a dart.
Yeah.
Like before it was kind of flying like a jumbo jet. Mm-hmm. Now it feels like a fighter jet.
A little more precise.
Yeah, I really want to get on this ramp. And this is the ramp that I have the hardest time with the other bike.
Okay.
So I want to get on that ramp and do a couple flips and see how the bike comes around, and that's really going to determine like if we, Oh yeah. Before with the stock bike, in order to flip these big ramps, it took a lot of energy, and I had to get it just right, or I would under rotate and crash. And that obviously was messing with my head a lot. So for me, when we we're designing this bike and working on it, for me, I really needed to solve that problem. So right there on that test, it was so sunny. When I came off the takeoff, I actually can't really see the top of the ramp that well. So I missed my pop a little bit, but since the bike has this new rear end, I was actually able to rotate so much better even with my missed pop. The fact that I actually felt like I could open up and slow the rotation down, and that's just huge, because on my old bike I would have landed on my face, and then this bike I was actually going to come in a little back end heavy, but that's not a big deal because as soon as you see the landing you can open up and slow it down. The under rotation, however, is a huge deal, because there's not much you could do to speed things up, especially if you're tucked in and going full bore. So I'm super stoked with that. Like, that is the first time I flipped a downhill bike on a ramp like that and actually felt like you could do a trick too, which is insane. I have no excuses now, like, on me, you know?
Well, it took a while, but it was well worth it.
Yeah. You should be really proud, man. That's an insane difference.
Nice.
Like, I never felt like such a big difference.
So yeah, the last couple days, been able to get this custom back end to Matt that I've been working on for a little bit. Kind of a side project. It's taken a lot longer than I'd like it to get out here, but the idea was to try and give Matt the ability to run a smaller back wheel and a slightly shorter back end. Just make it a bit easier for him to do some of the tricks that he's looking to do at this compound. So the stock shore is dual 27.5, so 27.5 rear wheel. Matt was looking for a 26-inch rear wheel and a shorter than stock back end. And really, I think that's to allow him to kind of get over the back for things like flips and some of the other tricks he's trying to do. And so that's kind of the main difference, is we've used the back end to correct for the difference in wheel diameter between 27.5 and 26. Keep the rest of the geo the same, keep the BB height and the head angle the same, and then shorten the back end. His feedback was super enthusiastic. It was immediately kind of allowing him to kind of get over the back and pull for flips more easily. This has really just been getting appreciation for the size. It's insane what she's doing here. So it's something you really have to see in person to truly appreciate it. Like, yeah, it's the biggest stuff that I've ever seen by far. As you develop new free ride bikes, understanding the riders that are taking them to the absolute extreme, what kind of loads the bikes are actually saying, and you can relate that to the testing you do in the lab and make sure you're designing everything to be strong enough and durable enough.
Wow, guys, that was completely insane. Thanks so much for watching. I am just blown away. That's one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me in my whole riding career. So I'm just so grateful to Norco. This is a huge opportunity to me, and I'm just like so stoked to ride for this brand and to work with them, because this is a complete dream come true. Never getting rid of these bikes. They are going to stay on the wall for sure after we're finished with them here. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. And if you really enjoyed it, make sure to check out the merch, smash the like button, smash the sub button, and yeah, stay tuned for our next video.